of the branch chairman of NSE Ikeja branch, Engineer Nimot Muili, MSc, FNSE, PMP, who is present with us on this call. Thank you so much, Ma, for joining us for this evening's meeting. The NIBAAMS Mentee in total, we have 55 people in number. The number on this call is less than 27. So from 85, we have less than 27 people on the call. Please, the mentorship units and Julius, please help with the attendance of this meeting. It's very important because I want to let you all know that, well, let me not say anything now, but as we continue, I'll begin to emphasize many of these things. So let me quickly set the ball rolling. Why did we call for this section? And please, I shared the agenda with Raji. Is she on this call? Julius. So let me share the agenda with you so you can project for everyone and they can know what's. Please, I'll share the agenda on the group now. Just help us project it so everybody can follow the conversation for tonight's meeting. I've dropped on the group, so you can please, technical team, favor the available Taiwo if it is you. Somebody should just help us project it. Abiola, Momolade, if you can project, please help us project. I've shared it on the RPJD leadership group. Please help us project our agenda so everybody can follow the thought of tonight's conversation. Please, I'm waiting for the projection of the agenda. All right. You can increase it. You can make it bigger so everybody can see clearly. Yes, thank you very much. So,
Sir?
Okay, so we want to take the opening prayer, and the opening prayer will be taken from the stanza of the Nigeria national anthem. Please, if you do have it, or let me share a slide that has it so everybody can recite it together. So because of time, maybe I should just recite from my end, and I hope everybody do know the Nigerian stanza of the national anthem. All right, so we'll take it at the count of three. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. Amen. We'll take the branch anthem. Technical team, do you have that? Okay, let me share on the group so you can help project that. I think I didn't share this earlier with you guys. So you can help project is on the second slide. Technical team, can you help us project the branch item? Yes, second slide. Just put it in slide mode at the second slide. That's all. Can we please be swift because of time? Favor, are you on this call? Favor, can you project the slide for the branch item? Any RPJD committee member can project the slide so we can move forward in the meeting.
On the front of the NSE Ikeja branch. NSE is a branch Bible engineering culture dedicated to bring alphabet to culture. The second to none is Ikeja branch. The second to none is Ikeja. God on the side will be no fair and wide where the branch to what reasons we will lean and the expression we will build will be known for certain.
Recording in progress.
From patience and professionalism all around. Thanks on the second to none.
All right, thank you very much. I hope you can all still hear me.
Loud and clear.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so the next item is the purpose of the section. Why are we here? Let me quickly set the ball rolling, so we all know why we called for this meeting. This meeting has been called because over the past few weeks, the RPJD committee has received multiple feedback, observations, and reports concerning how the NIBAAMS mentorship program is currently being experienced and engaged with. Please, I hope you can all hear me.
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay, beautiful. So this meeting is
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes, thank you very much. So this meeting has been called to achieve 4 things. Number 1 is to listen directly to the mentees' real experience and concern. rather than relied on assumption or second-hand information, as we have had. Second is to identify gaps, lapses, and misunderstandings that has emerged since the program began. And the third is for us to reestablish rules, responsibility, and standard for both mentors and mentees, especially around engagement, communication, and accountability. And the last point, which is the final one, is to reset expectation going forward. So everyone clearly understand what is required, what is acceptable, and what will no longer be tolerated as far as the NIBAAMS mentorship scheme is concerned. So this section is not about blaming anyone, it's about alignment. A program without alignment cannot succeed. So we have called so that everybody can align as to what we expect from individuals. Please, you can please, okay, let me just mute everybody because of that distraction. Oh, sorry, I've been muted since, right? I've been talking to myself all this while. Sorry. I needed to unmute everybody because of that interruption. Now I've allowed everybody. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Yes, sir, we
Please,
can.
please, I
Yes, sir, we
unmuted.
can hear you, sir.
I didn't know why muting everybody. I've equally muted myself, and I've been speaking since morning. And nobody even called my attention to that. I was just enjoying myself. All right, so before we continue in the program, let me quickly set the ground rule. Please do not unmute for whatever reason. Please, it is important that we do not, distract the meeting, and then so that all of us can have a wonderful and nice experience. If you do have a question or you want to ask any question, please do show by the raise of your hand feature on Zoom call. And if you know you have pressing questions, please do not unmute to ask. Just wait till the end of the Q&A segment section. We will take all questions and then we attend to them. And please, I also want to notify you that this meeting is being recorded. Staying in this meeting means that you consent to the recording. I also mentioned that I should have done this earlier because we just moved from the committee meeting straight to the NIBAAMS meeting. So there were a lot of things that I think it was an oversight from my end because of that. So I assume I already done them before I came on board. So let me take the program overview again. It's important, the purpose of the section rather, not program overview. It's important for everyone on this call to know why we called for this section. Hope you can all still hear me.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
All right, so the purpose of this section, there's a reason why we had to call all of you, for this section, because over the past few weeks, the RPJD committee has received multiple feedback, observations, and reports concerning how the NIBAAMS mentorship program is currently being handled and is being experienced by some participants. And this meeting has been called to achieve four things. Number one is to listen directly to the mentees' real experiences and concerns, rather than relying on assumption or second-hand information. And number two is to identify gaps, lapses, and misunderstandings that have emerged since the program began. The third is to reestablish roles, responsibility, and standards for both mentors and mentees, especially around engagement, communication, and accountability. And finally, to reset expectation going forward, so everyone clearly understand what is required, what is acceptable, and what will no longer be tolerated. Before we commence this meeting, I mentioned on the call that RPJD has moved from the goodwill to a governance phase. So we are going to set some standard straight, and then we expect that everybody aligns with the institutional authority that have set those standards in place. So this section is not about blaming anyone, it's about program alignment. A program without alignment cannot succeed, as you all know. So we expected everybody to align with the program and what we have put in place, the structure that we have put in place. So before I continue, I would like to introduce the new team members who just joined the team, and who just joined the mentorship unit team. I know many of you are quite familiar with my face, but I need to introduce the new set of leadership in the mentorship unit that would be taking over the affairs of that NIBAAMS program. You might not necessarily be seeing my face. They'll be the one handling, affairs in my place. And I'm sure some of you must have been receiving emails from there even before now. So I want to let me quickly introduce them to you so you get familiar with them. I'm trying to, okay, AB, can you please turn on your camera? I don't know, so that people can see you. And if it is possible, maybe you can unmute and just say a word. But let me just do the intro. I can't pronounce your name very well. So AB is the new lead for the mentorship unit. She's the one using the EBI. AB, are you on the call? Can you turn on your camera so they can see your face? So she's the new lead for the mentorship unit. I also have where's Amalade? Omolade, can you turn on your camera so they can see you? I also have the Omolade. Her name is Omolade Okechukwu. Can you turn on your camera so the people on the call can see you? Okay, so that's Omolade Okechukwu. She's the one using the username Diomolade _0. She's the mentorship operations officer. The EBI is the mentorship lead. Her name is AB. Then we have the last person on the call, Akinlulu Abiola is the assistant lead for the mentorship unit. So going forward, you begin to receive instructions, receive correspondences from them. You must have been doing before now, but just to let you know that leadership has changed and they will be the one that will be handling, affairs on my behalf. So AB, are you on the call?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera set up. Just 1 minute.
Okay, so please a minute. I'm trying to find the program agenda again. All right, so we move to Omalade, can you please project the program agenda so I don't have to be looking at my phone and just look at the screen. So the next thing is the program reality check. We want to let you know what NIBAAMS is and what NIBAAMS is not. So let me set the ball rolling so everybody's clear and we are all on the same page. Based on the complaints, the feedback that we got from your mentor, I want to set some things straight so all of us align. Like I said, this is an alignment meeting. What NIBAAMS is, let me define what NIBAAMS is, very important. All right, thank you for the project. So what NIBAAM is, NIBAAM is a professional mentorship program. It's a guidance and exposure platform. It's also a structured relationship, not a classroom. Please note all of this definition. Number one is a professional mentorship program, is a guidance and exposure platform, is a structured relationship, not a classroom, is a career and professionalism support system. Please note that. So I haven't told you what NIBAAM is. Let me also tell you what NIBAAM is not. NIBAAM is not a technical training institute. NIBAAM is not a design school. Technical training institute, like where you learn technical skill, like you want to learn plumbing, learn electrical works, learn MEP. NIBAAM is not that. It is not a design school when you learn what do they call it now? Not front end and back end. What do they call it? It is not that. It is not a replacement for self-development as well. So you know that you have a responsibility to grow and develop yourself. I am saying all of this so it is on record. NIBAAMS is not a guaranteed skill teaching platform. Please note this so that your expectation can be managed. And that is why we are saying, we are letting you know what NIBAAMS is not. Because from the feedback we got from some of your mentors, is that some of you want them to train you on some technical skills. And that is why we have called for meetings, so that there is clarification and everybody knows what is expected from individuals as regards this program. Please, I'm coming. I need to uncheck that feature that keeps giving sound and when anybody joins the meeting, please. It's a bit distracting. All right, so like I said, it is not a technical training institute. NIBAAM is not that. It is not a design school. It is not a replacement for self-development. It is not a guaranteed skilled teaching platform. So those are what NIBAAMS is not. Then in terms of mentors clarification, let me also clarify that your mentors are meant to guide, they are meant to advise, they are meant to expose and support you. Your mentors are meant to guide, advise, expose, and support you. Mentors are not personal tutors. Please note all these things. I am doing this so that we can manage our expectation carefully. Based on the report and feedback that I've gotten from your mentors, I've aggregated them together and note all these points. Learning goes beyond technical skills. Even though it's part of our program, and it's part of the program to also expose you to industry realities so that you can have industrial experience. And that's why you'll be going for excursion. It's part of the package in this mentorship program. And as we are doing the industrial exposure for you, we also have the soft skill development training program for you. And that is the monthly capacity building section that we have put alongside your one-on-one mentorship with your individual mentors. So I've explained what NIBAAMS is and what it is not. So because many of the issues we are seeing are rooted in misunderstanding, and that is why we have to clarify all of this expectation and everybody aligns accordingly. NIBAAMS is a professional mentorship program. It is designed to provide guidance, exposure, accountability, and direction to mentees as they navigate their engineering and professional journey. I've mentioned this before. Let me also mention it again. NIBAAMS is not a technical training institute. It is not a design school. It is not a platform where mentors are expected to teach specific software or technical tools step by step. If you need all of those skills, you can enroll with Coursera, you can enroll with LinkedIn Learning. There are a lot of them that does all of that. You can enroll with NECA. They do all this technical, and there are also technical opportunities. So we are not expecting that your mentors begin to groom you in how to do is it forgotten, I'm lost for that. Is it for design, basically? It is not expected for them to begin to nurture you in that line. They are meant to guide you, they are meant to share their experiences with you, they are meant to give you perspective on how to handle issues better. In terms of professional development, they are meant to help you, professional development, professional growth, and then workplace reality as well, ethics and career direction. That is what your mentors are meant to do for you. If your mentor does not have expertise in a particular technical skill that you feel you want to learn, it does not mean that your mentor has nothing to offer you. Please, let me say it again. If your mentor does not have a particular technical skill that you want to learn at this time of your career, it does not mean you don't have anything, or your mentor does not have anything to offer you. Please get that very clearly. Technical skills can be learned from, I've already mentioned, you can get certificates, it can be self-study, it can be Coursera, it can be, there are many of them that you can get that. So what mentorship does is that mentorship helps you understand how to think, how to behave, how to decide, and how to grow. That is what mentorship does. It helps your thinking, it helps your perspective, how you see things, how you make decisions. So, if anyone has joined this program expecting classroom style teaching or technical coaching, please, we are doing this to correct that expectation so you know, and then you manage that expectation carefully. Don't worry, over the course of the meeting, I would explain, how you can engage your mentor effectively. So, like I said, all of these things were gotten based on the feedback we got from some of your mentors. They are documented observation. You see, I didn't mention anybody's name. So by the time you ask for your own report as well, please do not mention your mentor's name. We only need your own name. We are custodians of information, so we can route it through your mentor because you have a register that matches you with your mentor. So when we get to that junction, please, for the sake of reputation and image managing, do not mention your mentor's name. We are still going to ask you for your own feedback as well, because we intend to have another meeting separately with the mentors as well, just like we are doing for you today. We also call them for a meeting and also have a mentor meeting engagement with them, and also set expectation too for them as well. So what we are doing, we are starting with you because we want to take everything we receive from you, take to them as well, just like some of the reports we have put together from them, and then we are letting you also know that these are some of the reports we've gotten from some of your mentors. So you also know. Then there are issues that were also raised. Let me highlight, some that we have observed since the program commenced. These are not opinions or they are not emotion, they are pattern. When we have two mentors mentioning the same thing, three mentors mentioning the same thing, it becomes a pattern. This is no longer a false accusation, it's just what it is. So first, we have observed that some mentees have never reached out to their mentors since the program began, because we got that. I get that complaint directly from the mentors. So in some cases, some of you have only sent one emails to them and no further engagement since that time. Some of you did not reach out, even though you reached out and they told you they were busy. You just stop at that, and since that time, nothing has happened between you and your mentor. We'll come to that later. Second, we also got an escalation that some of the mentees don't respond to their mentor's message, and they don't follow up after initial contact. Let's say you say, "Oh, good morning, sir. When can I have your attention?" And the person say, "Oh, sorry, I'm busy." And then everything ends there for you. You don't go back to say, "Oh, sir, I'm here to get your feedback on this," or do a reminder to them. You just end everything there and everything stops there. Please, for some of you that you are guilty of some of these things, immediate correction, please. Very important. Third, there's also poor compliance with the monthly engagement form. Biola, are you still on the call? Hello, Biola.
Yes, I'm on the call. Yes, I'm here.
Please let me pull the reports for the monthly engagement form. If you notice this month, we deliberately left the monthly engagement form. Normally it's closed by 7th, but because of all these issues, that is why we left it open till this now. Please help me pull that report and confirm the number of mentees that are filled for this month. The number will shock you. It is not just mentees that are guilty, even mentors too are also guilty of this. But just pull the reports Let's know the number of mentees that have filled compares to the total number that you have. And please give me the figure so they too can know what is going on. So there have been poor compliance as regards the monthly engagement form. Many of you will send you the emails, you ignore, don't respond, you just continue with your daily business. Several did not submit the forms last month. We have your record. This month, despite that we've left it open since the beginning of the year. I remember I was one that sent it myself. Since 2nd of January till now, nobody has still filled it. Some people will still come to your WhatsApp group and still say, this thing is closing on the 7th. Many of you, whether you have even archived the group, you don't know. Some of you are non-responsive on that group. That group, it wasn't on last week that somebody reached out to me and he was saying he doesn't know the purpose of the group. And I was just asking myself that I don't understand. Like, you added to an official mentee, even the purpose, the objective of the group was clearly stated. And we sent an email for individuals to join this group. We didn't just add all of your numbers randomly and say add ABC. We didn't do that. We sent you an official email telling you the purpose of the group and why we have that group for you. And then individual joins. Except for those that didn't join early, that I asked the committee secretary to go and find why didn't they join. Is it that they didn't see our email? But for majority, not even majority, all of you were sent an emails to join that group. And the email clearly explained the purpose of that group. So even if you enter that group, you see the description of the group. It's clearly stated why we have the group. Somebody came to my day and he was asking me, he doesn't know why the group exists. Well, I was almost mad. That was the meaning of this. So the person maybe the person didn't even attend our orientation. I don't even know. But when we get funny comment like that, it's somehow, because all of these things are total. We've documented them. So you cannot say you don't know proper, except if you are not the type that pay attention, you don't read, or you don't follow instructions. That's why you'll be making comments like that. So for the monthly engagement form, they are the non-responsible. We have a lot of people that have not filled the form. Then we also observe silent disengagement, like I said, mentees who have neither participated nor formally withdrawn, making it difficult to track commitments. I saw somebody left the group today. The person didn't reach out to us whether he's exiting the program or not. He just, left the group. And I was wondering what kind of person is this one? Because there's no communication from you to us as to, oh, I'm sorry, I have a busy schedule, I'll not be able to continue the program. I would like to use the exits. That's the proper approach to communicate disengagement. You reach out to the leadership of the program. But to just exit a group and no communication from you is a complete disregard to authority. That's just what it is. Because some of us, we seem to don't understand all these little body language or gestures that we give. All those things are wrong. You cannot just leave a group that you officially join yourself. If you are leaving, you should inform the leadership of the team why you are leaving. Is there any problem? Is there any challenge that we should help you with? Not just exit and just go as if the people that put the structure in place, they don't matter. Oh, sorry, my piece is about going down. Sorry, just hold on. God. Please, can you still hear me?
Yes, we
Please, am
can.
I? Okay, so I can continue, right?
Yes, please.
All right, so where did I stop? Okay, so I lost my talked. Sorry, I was talking about something. Can somebody please remind me?
You're talking about the person that left the group chat and did not give an adequate information why he left.
Yes, so it is very wrong. It's a wrong posture, and it's a sign that, but please, if you are in, if you, it is not a good sign, please. It's proper that you communicate that to the leadership. If for any reason you want to exit the program, let us know. It's a sign that you respect the structure that has been put in place, and then it's a sign that you respect the leadership, not just do things anyhow. It's uncalled for. You voluntarily enrolled for this program. You didn't force a knife on anybody to say you have to be part of this program. You saw it, you believe in it, you enrolled in it yourself. We didn't say, oh, you must join by force. We didn't do that to anybody. So if you joined and then you want to leave for whatever reason, it's important that you communicate to leadership as to why you are leaving, not just take an irrational decision and just exit without notification. It's improper, it's wrong, it's something that it is not acceptable. Please, let's not do it. It's a bad posture. That's just what it is. It's a bad posture. So another point we also observe is that some mentees they are selective in their engagement with their mentors. Yes, they also mentioned that to us. They are selective in their engagement to their mentors. What do I mean? Some of them only want to learn technical skills from their mentors. They didn't want to interact with other things that the mentor has that they didn't see. So say, for example, what is on your own table now is you want to learn design. And because your mentor does not have design skill sets, you just found your mentor unnecessarily that, oh, I don't need you, Jare, Baba, just go and sit down somewhere. There is more that you can learn from your mentor. So don't be selective in your engagement with your mentor. Even if you can't learn the design from there, you can learn wisdom, you can learn character, you can learn professionalism from them, you can learn how to talk from them. Many of the people that we give you access to, they are not small, just in case some of you are thinking something else. And I've gotten funny feedback. Some of you are just very rude. I just have to say it the way it is. Some of you are very rude because these are the reports we get. Some of you be telling your mentor, I, Alpha. Somebody you have not seen face to face, you don't even know who the person is, an unknown face. You're engaging with your mentor for the very first time, and you're saying maybe one or two chats before that time. You have not seen the person physically, you've not met them, you're saying, Alpha, please, it's very wrong. It is very, very wrong. If you call somebody a mentor, it means that that person is above you. This has nothing to do with age. So you can get this very clearly. It has nothing to do with age. You have to respect that person's position. As far as NIBAAMS program is concerned, this person has been placed as your mentor, and you have to give him that honor. Don't go to your mentor's DM and be saying, "I Alpha." It's very wrong, please. We've stated this during the orientation that professionalism is required, and it's some of the complaints we get from some of your mentors. Even me, I'm always shocked that why would because we believe that the people that are enrolled in this program, they are adults, and then we expected much more from them in terms of conduct, in terms of appearances, and in the way they talk. But we are shocked to get some of this feedback from them, and sometimes, some of them, by the time they speak to us, they just say, no, this person is just completely rude. And that is what it is. That doesn't show respect. That doesn't show professionalism. Please, there's a way you approach somebody that's ahead of you. Leave age. Let's put age aside. Leadership has nothing to do with age. I might be younger than you in age, but the fact that God has put this person ahead of you, respect that person. A mentor is somebody you submit to be guided, if you submit to somebody, you shouldn't approach the person like you are talking to your friend and be saying, I, Alpha. What's that one? Your mentor is, you can build a relationship that you guys are friends, but even in that friendship, there should be respect in it. So there should not be familiarity and say, me and my mentor, they always talk 247, I'm my guy. In leadership, even if the person you have built relationship to that extent of there is familiarity, there should be honor in your communication with that person. There should be respect. Don't go to the person and say, Alpha guy. Just because the guys talk, it is very wrong, please. I know some of us, we don't know the difference You don't know how to cut boundaries. But these are the things that I just need to put out so that some of us understand. There should be boundary to things, no matter how familiar you have with the person, no matter how close you are to the person, there should be honor from you to that person, regardless of your level of relationship. So don't take advantage of the fact that you guys are now in talking time, you talk day and night, and then you are now saying how far high. Please, it is not dignifying, and it does not show professionalism, please. So just in case you are the one in question, please, we are saying this so that you can correct. Let me also let me also define the mentor-mentee responsibility, so there is no confusion going forward. For the mentor and mentee responsibility, it's important that I mention this so we are all on the same page. So mentors, what are they meant to do? Just hold on, please. Okay, 7:55, 7:59. Okay, I'm still within time frame. So for mentor mentee responsibility. So let me mention the mentor's responsibility. Number one, your mentors are meant to provide guidance. They are meant to provide perspective and professional advice. That is what they ought to do for you. They are meant to share their experiences and career insights with you. The goal is that there is knowledge transfer from your mentor to you so that your mistake is minimal. When you have the privilege of mentorship, please take advantage of it. Some of them, they've seen life ahead of you. Some of them have made mistakes that they wish they didn't make. So if you take advantage of that relationship that you have with them, is to minimize your own mistake and to reduce your error rates such that all of the pits they fell into in their time, you don't have to fall into it. You can leverage on their experience and succeed faster and better. Do you get? So that's the advantage of the mentorship program. And mentors are meant to be reasonably available and responsive. Look at the word careful, be reasonably available. They are meant to offer direction and not dependency, because it's their role to ensure that they give you guidance, the counsel, and all of that. So in terms of direction, for some of us, I think we don't know how to engage our mentors. And I think I should make this very clear. I've also engaged some mentors that said they believe that the people enrolled in the program, they are not children, and they don't feel they should be spoon-fed. I've seen somebody make comment like that, So this is it. Just in case your mentor is that kind of a person, there are some of them that they are also very understanding that, they just come to your section and pour their heart with you. There are some that, because of their busy schedule, they always want you to come with something for them to talk about. They don't want to be the one to say, oh, meeting today, we are discussing ABC. They want you to say, oh, sir, can I see you for Saturday for ABCD? You already have an agenda of concerns from you to your mentor. So once they see you want to have ABCD discussion with them, they can tell you, okay, Saturday, 9 a.m., we can have it, you get. So they can have that session with you. That is the way some of them want to work. All of them are not the same. And there are some that they will be the ones to say, oh, every month, this is what we'll be doing. They don't even want you to come up with an agenda, but people are different. So different stroke for different folks. That's the way it works. So that's for the mentor responsibility. Like I said, they are meant to offer direction, be reasonably available and responsive. They're meant to share their experiences and career insight, and they are also meant to provide guidance, perspective, and professional advice. For the mentees now, your own responsibility. All the mentors, majority of them have complained that they are only the one chasing you. Please, we have mentioned all of these things during the orientation program. The orientation program is on our website. Akin, please, Abiola, please help me find that video. I think we also sent them as a recording on the email as well. Please share it on the NIBAAMS Mentee network group. Please go and watch the orientation program. We have a lot of things that we have trashed out that day that we expected that by now everybody is fully equipped. But then surprisingly, we still saw that, many of the things that we've talked about, it seems that is that the people did not fully understand it, or they were not even present in the meeting, or just in case they were present, they were absent in spirit. Maybe they were just joined the call and then they were attending to something else. So please, you need to revisit the orientation video and watch it from A to Z again. Very important, because going forward, we are going to be very strict with some things that we take likely before. So they complain that they are the one chasing you most of the time. I've seen mentors that called me and they were like, this person is not just serious. Please, it is not the mentors that should chase the mentee. You are the one that want to learn. There's a saying that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. It's a principle. When you maintain that posture, that attitude of I want to learn, your mentor will always give his or her time. So don't make your mentor chase. You are the one that should be looking out for them. Even if they say they are busy today, tomorrow go again and say, there's something in persistence. If somebody notices that this person is always coming, even if the person does not want to give it, he will give you his time by force, because you have demonstrated that attitude, that posture of you really want to get something from this person. So if you go to the person and the person say, I'm busy, I'll not go tomorrow again, go next tomorrow. But time you do it 3-4 times, the person will like, I can't say no again. It seems this one really wants something from me. And that's how you get their attention. Schedule meetings with them. It's your duty to schedule meetings with them. Then prepare discussion point, like I mentioned. You can go with point A, B, C, D with your mentor that, today, these are the challenges I'm going through. Maybe even if you are confronted with any challenge in life, you can always itemize them: relationship problem, career problem, an issue in the office, there's a friend you can manage properly. Itemize all these things. These are the things you take to your mentor and say, sir, if you might not necessarily say, I am going through this, can just say, sir, I want to ask you a question. Say, for example, I have a friend, for example, A has a friend that does this and does that. You are the one in that situation. But just in case you want to maintain confidentiality of information, you can just paint a picture for them and get their response or their answers to that question. That way you already know that, so this is the direction, or this is, because they are ministering clarity to you, you get. So that's the way to engage your mentor. Follow up with them. Like I mentioned, chat them. I was surprised too. One mentee came and he was asking me, he doesn't have the mentor's number. I was like, where did this one come? Because we've sent you an email, not just an email, we sent a document in that email that has both the mentor's email address and the mentor's discipline. Then that also has your own name, email address, phone number, not just your own now. All the mentees under that mentors is in that document. And in the mail we sent, it was because I was the one that sent the mail, specifically gave an instruction that mentees should reach out to their mentor. So all of these things are done. It's not as if you didn't know or you didn't know what to do. And we deliberately shared that email so that both of you are in. The email was to loop you and your mentor together so that conversation can start. That was the peering email we sent. You can search peering email on your phone. You see it there. So I was surprised when somebody came and like, I don't have my mentor. Like, somebody also came and told me the mentor's phone number is not correct. We started this program since November 22. Somebody just reached out last week and I was like, where have you been all these years? Like, I don't understand. Is it now that you're just waking up that your mentor's phone number is not correct? All of these things are something that we are adults, and I'm not expecting that all of these things should happen. So your responsibility as well, you have to take ownership of learning, and you have to respect your mentor's time. Some of you, your mentor will call you for meeting, you will not show up. Even if you show up late. Maybe you don't set reminders. All of these things, they matter, and these are some of the feedback and complaints they get from the mentors. maybe some of you don't know, majority of the mentors are people that I have a direct relationship with. So it's easier for them to just give me a call and say, this person, that person. So we hear all these things, and then we're expecting that, some of these things will change because of this conversation that we're having together tonight. So let me also mention this because it is very important. Mentorship is mentee driven, not mentor driven. Please note that point. Mentorship is mentee driven, not mentor driven. So you have to be the one to take ownership of your growth, not your mentor. You are the one that will get as much as you want from them. Not that you just expect that your mentor will just wake up today and start pouring everything they have into you. It might not work like that for many of them. Some of them can be, benevolent enough to just, begin to pour their experience, pour their mind to you. But some, you have to run after them to get it. So the more you press them, the more you get more from them. Some of them are like that. They don't want to release what they have because some of them, it took them years of pain to get what you're asking for. So it's not easy to just drop that knowledge like that. You don't just want to get on the platter. They want you to show that posture that truly you need it, because truly, knowledge is not valued when it's given freely. When you give people an unsolicited advice, they don't take it seriously because they didn't ask for it. You don't just, you felt you give them advice and then you give the advice and the receiver did not even acknowledge the advice because he didn't ask for it in the first place. So sometimes some of them, they want you to, place value on what they have. And the only way they know that you really place value is by chasing them, by looking for them and say, so I really want to learn. Do you understand? So please, a mentor is expected to provide guidance. They're meant to share their experience, offer professional advice, and help mentees think through career decisions, workplace behavior, and long-time growth. A mentor is not expected to chase mentees. They are not meant to micromanage the mentees or act as a personal instructor for technical skills. I've already told you what NIBAAMS is not. So I've said it again. I'm still saying it again. Mentorship is mentee driven. It is the mentee's responsibility to initiate contact, propose meeting times, prepare discussion point, and follow up after each engagement. If you do not reach out to your mentor before now, your mentor cannot reach out to you. So don't be expecting that your mentor will be the one to reach out to you. Please, that must stop going forward. Be the one to initiate the call, be the one to initiate the conversation. And if you come to a section unprepared, you might probably waste your mentor's time. So sometimes too, like I said, you can come with points. Don't just call for meeting and say, sir, I want to see you. And the scene and the mentor now asks, okay, now we are having meeting together. What do you need from me? I'm available. And then you can't really give, you can't really itemize why you have called. There's no agenda. There's somebody that, that was supposed to, help me. And every time I want to speak to this person, it's always like difficult to speak to this person. Every time I try to speak to this person, like, so most of the time I just like, what was it gone? And I remember that if I try to speak to this person, like, if you tell me personally that, what's the agenda for the discussion, I'm like, Shelley, is it this? I'm not in NIBAAMS mentorship program. I'm just telling you a life scenario now, not NIBAAMS, so that you don't take my case for, example. I'm just telling you my own experience with somebody that's higher than me, that I usually have that difficulty reaching the person. I don't know, for whatever reason. The person just make himself very unavailable for me. Every time I want to interact with the person will just say, what do you want to see me for? And some of those things, they just throw me off, and I'm like, I don't understand. That this person naturally was supposed to be doing this for me, but for some reason, it just didn't just want to make sense. So sometimes if I push, you say, what's the agenda? And I'll be wondering, agenda is out now. Nobody say I just see. So some people can be like that. Some they get so busy that they don't want anybody to waste their time for whatever reason. So they are not the kind that if you want to engage, you engage on a platter of gold, or they are freely available like other mentors. Some mentors are like that. That to have their attention, you must pursue. That's what I'm saying. So you must, so just in case you have that kind of person, please put in the energy. Some of them, you'll be shocked by the time they begin to share one or two with you. You will see that they are truly deep. They are truly deep-rooted. Some of them, they are deep, they have substance. So if you interact with them enough, you begin to see that, this person is even this beautiful inside. But many of them, sometimes they're not quick to give what they have because they went through hell before they got where they are. And some of the things they have acquired over the years could cost them money. Some of it cost them pain. So they don't just want to dash people that will not cherish it. So before they give out such thing, they like that you show that posture of learning and willing to take from them. So in conclusion, what am I saying? Mentorship works only when mentees take ownership of their growth. Please, I want to confirm, I hope you can all still hear me so that it doesn't look like I keep talking and I'm not hearing myself. Please, can you,
Yes,
and I hope I'm not breaking, I hope I'm audible.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so I can go ahead, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I've touched, okay, key issue observed. Okay, then I've clarified the mentor-mentee responsibility. Okay, so for the monthly engagement form, I want to mention that please, the monthly engagement form is mandatory. It's not like you do it or you don't do it. It's the only thing that's mandatory for both the mentors and the mentee. The form is a mandatory requirement. If you are enrolled in this program, you must fill that form. And that is the only way we track engagement and score and rate the mentors and the mentees. If you check the engagement form very well, for those of you that have been consistent in filling it, you'll see when we ask you to rate your mentor, the same way you rate your mentor, rate their level of responsiveness, their quality of engagement, and all of that. They also equally rate you too. They rate your own responsiveness. They rate your, if you check that, they rate your, the quality of the tax that you deliver as well. Whether it is, you see all of those rates and all of this, 4 options, they are matched with a score. So the highest is 4, the lowest there is 1. So all of these things will be aggregated together to score you. And the only way we can do that is through this monthly engagement form. I remember I sent an email, was it last month, explaining how the monthly engagement form is called. And it was a detailed email because it took me weeks to put all of those things together. Just in case you don't know, all of these things are stressed on their own to document all these things one by one and tell you this is the importance of this is the importance of that. I'm sure many of you got that email. Before I put all of those things together, it took me weeks. And I have to do that because there have to be documentation so that you also know and you are also well informed as to your compliance or non-compliance or of your filling the form or not filling the form, so that you understand the implication. So I know that this form is not just one of the forms that you fill. It is a mandatory, and I put it there on the email telling you how it works. That if you don't fill for a month, you automatically score 0. I also explained the implication that this will also affect your monthly spotlight engagement. All of these things were documented. But in spite of the emails that were sent, in spite of the WhatsApp messages, there is still non-compliance from you. Biola, have you been able to get the number of people that have filled that form? So there's still non-compliance. Please, I need that data so I can mention it on this call. They took and know. So
Yes, I'm sharing my screen now.
oh, okay. You can use that filter option to filter mentors from mentee. I just need the mentees data that has filled the form. I don't need for the mentors. We'll still have another section with them and also discuss, all of this. The feedback we also receive from the mentee as well with them as well, so they also can also align with the program. So I also mentioned in the email that if you don't submit that form, you score 0. But in spite of that, some people like, this guy just a talking own. Okay. And there was also another documentation, if I'm correct, it was in the same email, that I also categorized the classes of certificates that we are issuing in this program. Certificate of completion, certificate of appreciation, no appreciation, certificate of participation. There are no certificate. And then I gave categories and who is qualified for completion, who is qualified for participation, and who will not have. We gave all of this. In spite of that, many people still did not, some people did not submit their MOU. If at the last call I had with one of the mentors, the person told me that when he eventually reached out to the mentee about the MOU, that the mentee just told him that the form has closed, and that was all. I had to now speak to the mentor. Even the mentor was like, even if the institution have given an authority that, oh, the form will close in 3 days' time, and truly it has closed, there's a way you can plead with authority that you can still submit, just that you might just attract a little bit of subtraction, maybe 6 marks because you didn't submit on time. And depending on the level of your, depending on the relationship of your mentor with the leadership of the RPJD committee. But to now say, that thing has closed, Jerry, you just told your mentor that like that's closed, and your mentor was just looking at it like, what's so that you can know that we get odds. But some of your mentors, they are not happy with some of the posture that some of you maintained, and it affects many things. So going forward, please, the monthly engagement form is not a form to wave aside. If you don't fill it consistently for 2 months, we will declare you inactive for the program. And after inactive, we will kick you out. So I told my committee member that we have moved from goodwill to a governance state now. That's where we are in this program. We are not concerned about quantity. We are concerned about quality. We have 85 people currently enrolled in this program. And if it is just 12 that will do graduation for, honestly, we are satisfied. We don't want to run a program where, majority is unsuccessful and we only have few people that, I know for some of you don't really have issue with the program. The program is going extremely well for some of you. I know that some of you don't even have an issue at all, like everything is fine. But for the few that have issue, we've told you before, just in case there's an issue, escalate through that form. That is where we get your feedback. And then we know how to address some of your concerns. And if you can't do that, you can call us. Reach out to the leadership. Oh, I know some of you have reached out. I can count 2, 3 people that have sent me texts, and all of that. And I said, don't worry, we'll address all of this. Yes, I appreciate that you get. Please, for some of you who are going through some things, and then you are not speaking up, you didn't let the leadership know what your challenge is. That is not, a good way to work. It's good that if there's any problem, if you can't escalate through that form, you call us, let us know what your challenges are so we know how we can help you manage it. And don't, because of that, now go inactive. Because there's an issue, then you to just go and sleep somewhere and say, what's so much area? I can't continue with this. Please let us know what your concerns are, and we'll be willing to help and to assist to ensure that, all of those things are corrected. We'll take corrective action. That's what I'm saying, basically. So the monthly engagement form is not optional, and it is not a suggestion. It is a core part of the NIBAAMS program. So I have to emphasize that it is not optional. Please, it's something you must do. The form exists to document engagement, to track participation, ensure fairness, and evaluate the effectiveness of the mentorship program. That is what the form EPOS does, because that's the only way we can track whether there is engagement between you and your mentor or not. Because without that, we would not know. How do we know? Do we have to be calling all the mentees one by one, saying, how many meetings do you hold with your mentors today? Or in the month? How many sessions? We will not know that. So the only way we can know what is going, you see in the form, we'll put it there, number of engagements. 1, 2, 3 plus. There's a reason why all of these things are in the form. It's for us to know what is happening to you and your mentee and your mentor. We cannot know. We don't have scope to know what's going on in that space. But the only way you can help us know or escalate to us is through that form. If you put all of those things there, we'll check your comments, check all your feedback, and see that, oh, there's a problem somewhere and we need to address it. But if you are not even filling the form at all, you are not even reaching out, how do we help? You know, how do we help you or help, evaluate the effectiveness of the mentorship program for you as a person? So please, the monthly engagement form is very important. It's very important and is not optional. And if you did not submit the form, there's no record that engagement occurred. So just in case you and your mentor had one or two sections and you fail to fill the form, what you are telling us is that there was no engagement between both of you for that month. Because the monthly engagement form is a record of the activity of the previous month. So if you didn't submit the form, you are telling us that you didn't have any section with your mentee for that month. So even if you claim you did, there is no documentation, like there's no evidence. So you can't be telling us that, I had a meeting. We can't track the engagement. So the form helps us do that. So failure to submit the form is treated as non-engagement. It means that there was no engagement between you and your mentor, and it automatically attracts 0 mark. So please, that is the consequence going forward. If you fail to submit the form before the 7th of the month, we'll close it. You will not have access to it again, and that means that you score 0 for that month. So please know the implication of some of these things that we are taking very lightly. We cannot run a structured program based on assumption of verbal claims. Documentation matters, please. So please take very note of that. So let me address, am I the one raising my own hand? Interesting.
You are the one raising your own hand.
Yes, I saw it. Thank you. So, let me address some common misunderstanding regarding the NIBAAMS Mentorship program. I've mentioned some of them before, but let me also retreat them. So first, somebody can say, oh, my mentor does not have technical skills I want to learn. I've said it before. Mentorship is not limited to technical skills. If you reduce mentorship to software or designed to release the real value, please note that, and it's very important. A minute, please, sharing. Let's go from something. Okay. Oh, my apologies. I didn't call the branch chairman to address. So sorry, Ma. That was an error from my end. I think it was because of the meeting we had for the NIBAAMS that just, but sorry, Ma, would have you speak maybe after I'm done with this session. So sorry about that. That was an omission, sorry. So let me just address some common misunderstanding. Like I said, it is, then some of you say my mentor has not fallen. Like I said, mentorship is not mentor driven. If you are waiting to be chased, you are wasting time. It is you that should chase your mentor. I've said this before. And like some of you say, well, I've sent an email, didn't respond. Please call him, send email again. Some of you say, I'm busy. The time that my mentor has fixed for me is not convenient. All of us busy. All of us are busy. And business is not an excuse for disengagement. So all of this is my hand. So it is not only you that have an 8 to 5 p.m. job. Some of us are very busy, but we manage our time properly. So don't say, I'm just busy, that's why. Please, it means we are not taking the program very seriously. And that might attract disengagement because of that, basically. And we don't want anybody wasting our mentor's time. And our certificate, we place a very high value on our certificate. So that certificate, it's just a certificate, there is certificate number in it. So it's not something that you can go and duplicate anywhere and say, so we have a register. If the executive secretariat officer is on this call, she knows what I'm talking about. We have a register that we document your name and the certificate that we gave you. So just in case your employer wants to verify whether you actually went through this program, we'll bring out the register and say, no, this person record is not found in this register. Because I'm very smart too, so I know some people can want to be smarter. And so we have all these things documented, and if there's a future verification, we have the register that would expose, all of this. So then let me set, okay, before the grand rules, please permit me to invite the branch chairman. I should have called her from the beginning for our welcome address, but I think that was omitted on the agenda itself. I sincerely apologize for that. The branch chairman, please, if you don't mind, we can have you speak before I continue in the section. Thank you so much, ma'am. Please help me welcome Engineer Nimot Muili, FNSE PMP. Thank you so much, ma. She has joined the call even before some of you came on this, joined this call. If the branch chairman can join the call very early. Oh, you can unmute, ma. Sorry, I think the setting was not being allowed for. Oh. I think the branch chairman never called. She's no longer on the call, right? Could be network anyway. So let me try and reach out to her. Sorry, apologies. I think she's offline. So we might have to continue the section. So where were we? Okay, so let me quickly take the last point, way forward and new ground rules. Then we can now open the floor for people to speak their mind, express themselves freely as to what their experience has been and how we can also help, manage some of the issues on ground. So regarding so let me take the new ground rules. So we have addressed different issues, expectation and misunderstanding. Going forward, please, I hope you can hear me, Sha. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Okay. So going forward, engagement must be intentional, it must be consistent and documented. Our mentees are expected to reach out to their mentors regularly, prepare for engagement, submit the monthly engagement forms promptly, please, timely before the 7th. Communicate professionally. I already addressed that issue. Silent disengagement will no longer be ignored. Just in case we hear that you are now inactive, we will take appropriate action. NIBAAMS is a privilege, not an entitlement. Like I said earlier, participation is voluntary, but seriousness is compulsory. Let me mention it again. Participation is voluntary, but seriousness is compulsory. Those who are willing to commit will benefit greatly from this program. Those who are not ready to engage may need to reconsider their participation as well. So the program will move forward with structure, discipline, and accountability. So with this grand rules established, I'd like to open the floor for structured contributions. If you have any pain anywhere, if there's anything you need us to talk about, please feel free to share and do not be told. So if you have anything you want to talk about based on your experience so far, what the challenges are, may I ask that you show with the raise of hand using the Zoom feature, then I can call you so that we can be more structured and orderly in our conversation. Do not just unmute and talk until I call you to do so. So please raise your hand and you can talk. Okay. Why am I raising my hand? Wow. All right. Abdul Somad Surami, you can speak.
Oh, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this meeting and for taking your time out to pass all this important information to us. So, firstly, I want to confirm if I am very audible.
Yes, you are. Yes. You are.
All right, thank you so much, sir. So, firstly, I would like to confess, or should I say, admit the fact that most of what should I say, the negative remarks that have been made here, I fall, should I say, I'm a culprit of some of these things, and that's because of how the past few months have been for me. So in November, I actually started my NYSC, that's my service year. So during this period, it was actually a very intense and challenging period for me for some personal reasons and challenges that I was having. So I saw an email. To be very candid, I didn't open the email. So because those times it was a very intense moment. So I didn't open the email. So and it was some months later after the form that I was supposed to fill at that point in time has closed. So I wasn't able to follow up. All my mind was that I would have even been disqualified. That was what I thought, that I won't be able to have access to this program anymore. So when I now saw another email that there is going to be a meeting today, okay, and I was okay, this is an opportunity for me. Let me join. Maybe I might take it from there. So personally, I've not reached out to my mentor. So and I've not done anything so far, to be very candid. So that's just what I want to say, and I'm very sorry about that.
All right, your points are well noted. We'll give you another opportunity to make correction. And that is why we call this a reset, because we want to ensure that there is correction. And then before we begin to administer this, so it's not too late. Please reach out to your mentor and do the proper thing going forward. Thank you for that, your honesty. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. At least you're very open, and thank you so much for that. So Kenneth, we can have you speak now.
Hello. Good evening,
Yes,
sir.
good evening, Mr. Kenneth. You can hear you. You can go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to make a vote of thanks for your time and all the sacrifices you have been putting in. Also to appeal or apologize for some of our shortcomings in maybe responding to information, and I would take note and begin to follow up, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Kenneth. Ololade Julius, you can have me. Ololade Julius, you can speak. Your hand is up.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Ololade Julius, and I'm a mentee of the NIBAAMS 2025 cohort. Sir, I've listened to the information shared earlier and the addressing. Sir, I would say reverse is my own case with my mentor. I will speak for myself here because I think my co-mentees are not online here. I will speak for myself personally.
Sorry, excuse me. The mentorship team, please, I hope you are taking note of some of these things. They are very important, like I mentioned before now. Please take notes. So you can continue, Ololade.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So I would say reverse is my case because, okay, let me take the least instance. I have wished my mentor Happy New Year since the 1st of January, and there has not been a response till now. And after that, we try to engage ourselves because we need to fill the monthly engagement form and we need to put in something that we did. So I and my co-mentee, I think one of us, we had a discussion on the group, which we tagged our mentor for his attention actually. So we didn't get a response from him and we just discussed our own on there. Then I was not so satisfied. I was not feeling happy. So I reached out uh, to the to the NIBAAMS executive, the leadership, to express my grievances. So because I was not happy. We have case of mentees not responding when mentors are chasing them. But our own is reverse as is our own case because we are the one chasing and we are not even getting a response. Before I started this, okay, after the pairing, it took me time to get the attention of my mentor. I sent mails, calls, no response, no returning of calls, WhatsApp messages, no returning of any of them until weeks before I got a response and I did my follow-up as usual. So it has not been easy for us. I can say the only one interaction I can say was one on WhatsApp group, and he sent something in and discussed on it and we interacted, and since then that's the end of it. We haven't had any of that again. And we have been calling, and there's another one, I think on the 28th, like towards the end of 2025, December. I sent something to the group and we wanted to interact on it. So he was online at that time. He responded and he asked us to schedule a meeting for 12 p.m. And I think that interaction started around 11. So it was so close to 12. So I myself, I was at the office, so busy. But the fact that I'm kind of with my phone, I can interact. And my co-mentees too, they responded that they are busy. So I think we could not have that class that day. But then I felt me that I was available, we can still start up something. But then it was not available too. So that ended it. So that's how 2025 went. So this year, we have not had anything, like no response on the group at all. And we have tagged and done all, reaching out. And I can say from my interaction with my co-mentee, they are tired. So the only option that they're having now is either we drop out or we get reassigned to someone else. Because I have been in a mentorship cohort before, and I can say that my mentor poured what was on his head directly to my head. I don't know if that is acceptable, but then that is my experience in past mentorship. Like he took me like his son. So he would just call me, Julius, did you know about this? Yes, I did not know about it, sir. He would tell me about it. Like it was just a good interaction. I reach out, he reaches out. Like it was so fine like that. And I would say that recently I checked on LinkedIn. I saw a post from Miss Memunat. She was having an interaction with a mentor. It was a Zoom session. I felt so bad because how I wish I had a mentor like that. And I don't know, I've checked all through. I think that's the only one I've seen. A mentor and a mentee interaction via Zoom call. That shows a level of commitment and discipline. So I'm not happy, sincerely. Having listened to everything that has been said this night, I just zeroed my mind that if it's not gonna work, I'll just drop out because this person, I don't push too much. When it's not working for me, and after pushing a lot, I just let it go. That is not mine. If it's mine, it will work for me. So
Thank you
I
so
would say
much,
that I'm
Julius.
so tired already.
Thank you so much. If you listen to me very well during the course of when I was talking, I mentioned all of this that all methods are not the same. There are some that they just call you for everything to you. There are some that they need you to approach them with an agenda mindset. I already clarified all those things before now. And we've also gotten your email regarding escalation to your rentals. We intend to address the matter. So just be rest assured about that. Like I said, we are not just going to be having this meeting with you. We're going to be having this meeting with your mentors as well. So your concern will relate to your appropriate mentor because we know your mentor. So we'll talk to him or her and address this concern. And if the person is unrepentant, we have to reassign you to another mentor. So just the same way, some of the mentors are also doing I know mentors that are doing extremely well. Now even the mentors that them are happy. We also have some too that we need to encourage, we need to speak to. Some of them are elderly too, so we'll manage them, just be rest assured that we'll address the issue. And if worst comes to worst, we have to reassign you and your peers to another mentors. I hope that helps.
Yes, sir. It helps, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, do you have any other person on the call who wants to speak? So we are noticing people that have spoken, and those that have not spoken, they are telling us that everything is fine with them. So if you don't express yourself in this meeting, you are telling us that you are fine. That's what you are saying. So Abdullah Abdulaziz, you can have this speak.
Guys, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
All right, thank you so much for the opportunity once again, and thank you so much for the enlightenment so far. So I would like to also apologize because I'm in the same shoes with Busomad. So in the sense that I also started my NYSC in November, and it has been really engaging. Although I've reached out to my mentor, so and she signed our MOU for us, and after then we asked for the time when we can be having our meetings, so when we can even have our first meeting. And she made it known that she's not in the country, and where she is currently, she's kind of busy, and she doesn't think that she'll be able to have the time so for the subsequent meetings. So I reached out this year as well. So that was last year. So I reached out this year to even ask and also ask about how we can schedule subsequent meetings, and she made it known that she might not be have the time again that's for the mentorship session entirely. So I reached out to Engineer AB so this week, and she said it will be addressed during this meeting.
All right, thank you so much. So for everybody that is guilty, please take corrective action. That is what we want. We want people to repent and then turn on a new leaf, and then so that everybody can be happy at the end of the day. I think I saw another hand up one now. Okay, Matt, you can have the phone. Biola, please, you have not given them the attendance. They need to fill the attendance form. So we know the people that are on the call. Please share the attendance form with them so they can fill it. And I want you to reset the link for that attendance, just in case some of them have access to it before now. Reset, then share the new link with them, please. Hello, Biola, are you on the call?
Okay, can I go on now?
Yes, I'm on the call.
Please share the attendance, let them fill.
Okay, I'm working on it.
All right, thank you. Mr. Akemat, you can go ahead.
Okay, okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. And I want to use the medium to firstly appreciate the organizers of this program and the leadership. The feedback we've been hearing actually is quite negative, but then it can bring a kind of coldness to some others who are probably not started the mentorship as proper. So I'm just chipping in my own experience, which is positive, just to boost our morale that this mentorship program was organized to help us. My mentor has been so great, right? And the mentees, we mentees under him, we are just three, and we've been experiencing a great time. In fact, this night I sent him a message and he responded at a spot. What I'm just trying to do, I'm not trying to boast or to make every other person that are not getting this kind of opportunity and getting to feel bad. But I'm just trying to let you know that individuality and busy schedule can lead to you not having time with your mentors. And I believe the leadership of this program would really work hard to make sure that things are set in place and you get the benefit, you know, that is attached to this program. So if the feedback you've been getting are negative, I just deem it to say, let me chip in this positive feedback so that we know that it's not working. Because to some people, they might, okay, fine. The first feedback that came in was negative, the second was negative, the third was negative. They feel like, okay, fine, what are the leadership doing? You know, and they might feel like, okay, who has enjoyed, who are really enjoying the benefit of what NIBAAMS was set to, to achieve. So I'm just saying this not because I want to make boast, but just to tell you that there are a lot of experience to be gained, a lot of benefits, in this mentor mentee program, and which I'm actually benefiting. And I want to use this medium to reach out to the leadership too. Feedbacks are meant to work on, and those who need maybe a change of mentors, let's try as much as possible to probably assign them to some other person so that when next we'll be having this kind of engagement, they will come up with uh, uh, a positive feedback, and it will even encourage every one of us on this platform. Thank you, and God bless.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Akamatsu. So the truth of the matter is I know what is going on in the mentorship program, in the mentorship space. Just in case some of you might think I don't know, I know those that are seriously enjoying it. I know, I can, and the funny part is that the people that are enjoying it are more than those that are not enjoying it. Because I've compared the statistics and I saw that, wow, there are people that are on this call, just like you are giving your own testimony too, that are enjoying this, but they will not come out and say, this thing has been, I can begin to call them one by one now, and I saw some of them on this call. But that is not so necessary. But I can say for fact, because some of those mentors, before we bring them on board, some of them already show sign of serious. But some of them are telling me that me, anything I do, I like to do seriously. I don't want somebody that will not be serious, or somebody that will not be. That was the posture or the attitude that many of them came with. And they were giving me from the very beginning that if you want to assign somebody to me, assign somebody that will be serious. And they were willing to pour themselves out. So, and I still know that those guys are doing fantastically well. I cannot count them because I know many of them are actually doing what's expected. But for some too that are not doing what is expected from them, would do our best to, speak to them to ensure that they are just, and then so that everybody can be happy at the end of the day. And don't worry, we are promising you that we'll address all your concerns, and that is why we want you to speak. And if you don't feel free to speak on this call, please use the monthly engagement form to escalate to us. Let us know what your problem is. So by the time we are going to the mentors, we can trash all these things. We'll trash it with them and say, sir, this is what we want from it. Sir, this is what your mentee has complained. And many of them, we don't have a WhatsApp group for them, but we are going to create a WhatsApp group for them. In fact, I'm going to give an instruction for WhatsApp group for the mentors, because we wanted to maintain professionalism and to ensure that, we don't put them in a group. But now we have to do that. And if there's no compliance from their hand as well, we'll escalate. So there's a way we handle them now. Like I mentioned, we have moved from goodwill to governance, section. We have moved to governance states now. So it is people complying with what we want. That's what we want in this program. And if they are not also willing to abide with our rules and regulations, they can equally exit, just like the mentees can exit the program. They can equally exit, and we'll repair the mentees under them to somebody else who is willing to commit his or her time to the mentorship program. It's as simple as that. We're not forcing anybody. We are not forcing anybody to do anything. It's a voluntary thing. So if you are tired, you don't want to continue, or you feel the people that are under you are stressing, we will allow them exit the program. And then reassign the. There are also some, funny enough, there are mentors that are waiting to come into the program that I've put on hold and said, just wait until there's a need for it. So once mentors like that exit the program, we just give them to the new person that wants to join us, and everybody's happy. And funny enough, some of the people that are on key are people that they are into mentorship training for international organizations. So they are not coming to come and do, they are coming with level of seriousness. So just in case we have mentors that are not willing to commit their time, we reassign mentees under them to somebody else who will give them their time. It's as simple as that. Mr. Alabi, let's have you speak. Then I think I need to mention this. We have also communicated to everyone via email. Your badge is very important. Many of you don't wear your badge. Your badge is very important. I just see very few people that wear that mentees badge. That badge is not something to be kept somewhere. Something that you wear anytime you show up in our meetings. Even if you don't want to wear it for other things, but anytime you're in our meetings, you should wear your badge to identify with the program. And the badges has interpretation and meaning. So just in case you don't want to wear a badge that you don't know what it means, we have a document that was sent, was it December 31st? I sent that email to everybody explaining the interpretation of the badge itself. So you know that, oh, this badge that I'm wearing carries a meaning. So please, I want to encourage us, please wear your badge. It's important to wear your badge so that you identify with the program. Please. We're having our monthly building capacity program tomorrow evening by 5:30. Please show up with your badge. Don't come with just your pictures. Let them know that, oh, these are mentees, they are different from the guests. Thank you. Alade, Mr. Alade Olu Kayode, can have it on, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for that section, sir. Thank you, sir, for your support and all. We at the end, our mentees, we are grateful, sir. So yes, concerning this issue you just said now, concerning the badge, for me at my end, I've tried doing it though, but I think I'm not getting the settings on my phone. And so I'm thinking maybe I should make the badge a profile picture. So maybe by tomorrow I'll come with the badge.
No
So yes,
problem.
I just want to ask, sir.
Oh, okay. No, I said no problem. It's fine. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So I just want to ask concerning our filling of logbook. I still don't get when we are to actually do that and all, like even as per maybe after our classes or section, when we are to fill it, how we get the remarks, and so that's why I just want to ask, sir.
Okay, so for your logbook, we stated it during the orientation program that we only do checks in for your logbook twice in the program, and that is February and is it April now? Okay, it's May. We'll do for February and May. It's documented in your handbook that we'll do check-in. So logbook are meant to be filled after your section, if you can. But just in case you cannot fill it immediately, when you are a bit free, you can always fill your logbook afterwards. But will we confirm that with you, whether you are actually been filling it or not by February? We'll ask people to submit their logbook and see whether it is being filled or not. Because one of the requirements is that you must fill your logbook. You must fill your logbook. It's very important that you fill it, because that's how we can also track your engagement, that, oh, something is happening in that space. So it's one of the documents you must submit before we issue you any certificate. So as you joining your mentorship relationship with your mentor, document some of your highlights, some of the sections, just put it down. It's an e-copy, so you can always use your computer to do. And then I think we will walk you through the training of how to fill it digitally during the orientation section. So the orientation video is still important. You can go back to it, review it, how you should fill it. Then I believe that should help. Do you have any more questions before we bring the section to a close? All right, so I want to give the room for the mentorship leadership to speak. Or do you have anybody who wants to have a question? Because I didn't see any other hand up. So I want to give the leadership of the mentorship unit to speak, so you can hear from them. If they have anything they want to tell you, they should also mention it on this call. So permit me to invite, okay, AB, can you go first? Please introduce yourself and whatever you want to share with the audience. Please.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, but we like your camera to be on so they can see your face.
My network has been really terrible, but I will try to project. Okay, is it better?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, everybody. I want to appreciate the chairman. Thank you, Engineer Peter, for taking the session. Thank you for all you do for the committee and every other committee members in the mentorship unit and the entire RPJD committee. Then to the mentees rather, thank you for your continuous engagement. I know some of you have sent out emails and have gotten responses in terms of the task. Some are yet to respond, but regardless, I know that everybody has, like the chairman has said, everybody has their own lives ongoing. They have jobs, they have different activities going on for them. We understand, we see it, and we appreciate the effort, but we can do better. For instance, the MOUs um, are still pending. We have a lot of people still yet to fill the MOUs. Like the chairman has said, let's just comply. It's a journey, and at the end of the day, you see the result, right? It may not be instant, but eventually you'll come through. So I'll be checking in from time to time, myself and the rest of the team. You see my emails. Feel free to get into my DMs, send messages. Don't worry, I won't bite. I am always there to respond and answer to questions and complaints and constraints. So thank you all. Thank you, Engineer Peter.
Thank you so much. So that is the lead for the mentorship unit. She'll mostly be in contact with you because she heads that unit. So if you have any challenge, any complaint, please speak to her. I might not have that luxury to attend to some of your complaint anymore. I have a lot that I'm handling as the chairman of the committee. So please, she should be your go-to person. Just in case there's any difficulty reaching out. I hope you can hear me, please.
Loud and clear, sir.
All right. So just in case there's any difficulty reaching out, you can try Omolade or the assistant lead as well. Speak to them, and in case you cannot reach any of them, then you can now come to me. But let me always be the last person to reach out to. Just in case you have escalated to them, they are here to resolve the issue, then you can now escalate to me. But before you come to me, please, I would love that you reached out to AP. She's the lead. So I expected that she would manage things on the behalf of the committee. So reach out to her. If you need to send her an email, please, when you are sending emails, send email directly to RPJD committee email. Then you can put her email address in copy. But ensure that the goal is always to RPJD, then our email in copy, so she can get that instant notification wherever she is. And that's very important. And if you have any concern, feel free to call her, interact with her. I'm sure she would attend to your challenge swiftly. And just in case there is an unresolved challenge, you can now reach out to me, but let her be the first person to reach out to. Thank you. Omalade, can we have you speak, introduce yourself to the audience and tell them who you are and the word you have for them?
Okay. Good afternoon, right? Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, Chairman. Good evening, mentees. Okay, my name is Omolade Okechoko. I really don't have much to say, but I'll just agree with what Ibi said, that you can do better. I've gone through the charts, I've seen all the charts, I've seen everything, I've seen the way she follows you guys up, and it will be responsibility on your part to respond. And if you have any question, don't hesitate, because she would not know what's going on in the mind of everybody, right? So you have to reach out to her if you have any question. If you have something that you're not clear about, then you reach out to her. And also about the mentors, just try to follow them up, right? It's like a supervisor and a student. You're not expecting your supervisor to be following you. You are the one that will follow the supervisor if you need, anything. So I think that's the way it works. So you are not expecting the mentor to always reach out to you. You should be the one. I think the mentor should be telling the chairman that this guy is just, on my neck. It's the chairman that should be telling you to calm down, right? It shouldn't be the chairman trying to pull you. Right. So I think that's just all I have to say. We have done good, we have done well, but we can do better. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Omolade. Please permit me to invite Abiola, who's also part of the team. Akinlolu Abiola.
Okay. Good
Can
evening,
you also
everybody.
turn your camera on so they
Well,
can
I'd
see
have
your
loved to
face?
turn it on, but I've not had light since I came back from work, and the place is dark,
All
very
right, it's
dark.
fine. No problem, it's fine. You can go ahead.
Okay. My name is Abiola Kinolu. I'm the assistant mentorship lead. Well, not to bore you with so much words and stories, just as let me use a local word. My bosses have said, let's be more engaging and let's not wait. Let's do what you're supposed to do so we can get what we want. So welcome on board, everybody.
All right, thank you so much, Abiola. Is the branch chairman on the call now? I think she communicated that she has a network issue. I can't find her. I'm not sure she has joined the call. She told me she was going to try. Maybe she's there to resolve her network issue. Or can anybody identify her on the call? Okay, she's actually at Abuja. Today marks the inauguration of the new NSE president, and she has been quite very engaged because she was the president yesterday. She was there today. Tomorrow they're going to have their council meeting as well. So it's really been a lot for her. It's been a lot for her. So she actually has a mental challenge. That's why she's not able to join the call anyway. So let me just summarize, then we bring the meeting to a close. I want to, okay, Ololade, you still want to speak? All right,
Yes, I
let me
wanted
give
to
you
say,
let me give you the
yes,
floor to speak.
I wanted to bring your attention that we haven't got to the attendance link. Okay, it's just been dropped now. Thank you, sir.
Do you have it now?
Yes, it just dropped now.
All right, so I think there's also another Andrew. This is just the only one. I'm saying Ololade plus one. Who is the other person?
Good evening, sir.
Oh, good evening. Good evening, you can speak. Do you have anything for us?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you, Abdul Jim.
Um, Firstly, I want to thank you for always considering our feedback and your efforts in organizing this program. Please, I just want to ask concerning the proposed field trip or the excursion. I just want to seek clarification on the scheduled dates or maybe the arrangement so we can all plan our schedules accordingly, sir.
Yes, so that will be communicated to you all. So there's a branch bus that we might likely use to convey people to the venue. And by the time you are going to learn in the industry. So would advise that you come with your pen and writing materials. Provision for food, I'm not certain yet, but I will finalize that conversation with the branch chairman, just in case the provision for food to take care of you guys. And the boss too has a limit as to the number it can take. So we'll do it on a first come, first served basis. So we'll roll out the form when it's almost time for you to go, so you can know when you are going for, for your monthly capacity building sections, we already have a plan already. This is the day, this is the time, so not to change. except for today that we're supposed to have it in the morning, but because of the NSE president's inauguration, that was why we moved it to tomorrow. Because it's an NSE, standing ovation that when the president is being inaugurated, everything in other branches should stop so that everybody can come to Abuja and rejoice with the president. So that was the reason why we moved the monthly capacity building to tomorrow's evening. You'll see the first flyer release was dated from today, or because of that, but everything in your plans still remain. But for the discussion, we will share further details with you as regarding that, so you can prepare and plan accordingly. Don't worry, we'll tell you what the arrangement is. So it could be that the first set of people to indicate interest will go with the boss. Then maybe those that are registered late might need to come to the venue, themselves. But we'll communicate whatever, whichever arrangements we have put in place, all of that will be communicated with you beforehand. So you are well aware and then you prepare yourself ahead for the section. Julius, your hand is still raised. Do you still have more questions? Or was it the previous hand? All right, so I hope that answers your question, Mr. Abdul Mujib Adeleke.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, so we have listened to concerns with clarified misunderstanding and clearly restated what the mentorship program stands for. Mentorship is mentee-driven. I've mentioned this. Engagement is a responsibility. Documentation through the monthly engagement form is mandatory. I'm reiterating it again. Going forward, please, participation will be monitored more closely. Consistent disengagement, non-compliance, or lack of seriousness will attract defined consequences. This program is designed to help committed mentee grow, not to be carried along passively. The time is 21:09. Okay, we appreciate those who are engaging sincerely, and we encourage everyone to align and move forward with renewed seriousness. And for some of you that were very sincere on the call, honestly, I appreciate your sincerity. Thank you all for your time, honesty, and participation. The session is hereby formally brought to a close. Thank you very much. Do have a wonderful evening. Thank you all. And please do fill the attendance form that has been dropped on the chat. Fill it before you leave. Thank you all. Good night. Bye-bye.